If we can move over to our first presentation, which will be by Prof Al-Ani.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this presentation. My name is Prof Al-Ani. I'm an associate member of the Einstein Center for Digital Future in Berlin and associate professor at the School of Public Leadership at Stellenbosch University. In the next couple of minutes, I'll be talking to you about artificial intelligence, civil engagement, and public sector employment. So a very complex topic, and I try to do it in 10 minutes. And I will try to cover the idea that artificial intelligence is a technology that is open to everybody. So it is embedded in society. That's very peculiar for such a complex technology. Then I will try to talk to you about the public sector and how it will use artificial intelligence and how citizens will use artificial intelligence. I will try to talk to you about digital employees. So that's the next step of development. AI will become much more human-like and will behave like a normal employee. I would then try to cover the technical architecture that is in front of us and the functional flow. I will try to wrap it up by trying to figure out what skills are needed now within public service, and also what are the possibilities for people that are not or that don't have access to this technology right now, and that are somehow at the side. What can we do in this regard? So at the beginning, I think we need to understand that tech companies are telling us now that all of us will be having some sort of digital assistant, and this assistant is more or less for free, and this assistant will be helping us and making daily decisions. So it's not universal basic income yet, but it's a kind of technical universal basic provision. Abundant technology for everybody as a new currency. So that's the new promise from the tech companies. And you see here the marketing slogan from the CEO of Microsoft saying, in a way, that's kind of like providing you with a team of support around you to help execute on your idea. So just imagine having the smartest people on earth on your smartphone to help you with your daily decisions. So that's the promise given to us. And sooner or later, we can assume that we will have digital assistants. We will give them faces, we will give them names, and they are basically hybrid systems, a combination of artificial intelligence with an avatar or conversational interface. This interface will make it easier for us to talk to those assistants, and it will be more human-like kind of interaction. And of course, those assistants will learn from us and then will be catered to our needs and our requirements. And we will become very close to them, and they will come close to us. One remark on this side, I think we need to understand, however, that those assistants don't belong to us. So they are offered by tech corporations. We can use them for free or for a minimal fee. And what is not clear yet is where this will lead us. Theoretically, there is the avenue open for all kinds of manipulation. So how can we, for instance, make sure that the recommendation from the agent is neutral or objective, or whether there is a hidden kind of agenda behind this kind of suggestion? We can never be totally sure. And therefore, it makes sense also if the public engages in building digital agents and will not leave this area only to tech companies. So what we can assume in the near future with the existing technology is that our interaction with the public sector will be made using those assistants. Both sides, the public administration and the citizen, will use public agents, will use digital agents. And on the next step, those agents will try to communicate directly with each other. So for instance, I will have a request towards the public administration. I will ask my assistant. My assistant then will reach out to the digital agent of the respective public agency and will try to negotiate with the agent directly. And I, as a citizen, I am only needed if something else is required or further questions arise. Everything else will be settled by those agents. And you can see on this graph here that I can use my digital agent for lots of functionalities. It can help me fill out forms, manage my documents, and also I can upload functionalities in the area of political rights or political voice that I could use, legal advice, political analysis. So my agent can help me with all of these issues. How could the interaction look like? For instance, the case in South Africa, I would like to apply for a child support grant. I will talk to my agent. My agent will check the requirements, will check the stored credentials, the documents that I have uploaded in some kind of wallet, and then signs and authenticates everything. So that's also a big topic. The agent needs to verify that it is me who is using this agent. Assume it like a bank kind of application where you have the same issue. You need to verify that it is you using this application. Then my agent will send off the request via a safe communication channel, and the public digital agent will verify everything and will start working on the requests and will start interacting with my agent in case anything is missing. My agent will communicate with me in case he needs another information not stored. So in everything, if everything works, my agent will come back to me and said, okay, everything is done. The grant was accepted, and we can expect the income of funds very soon. And if not, he will or she will tell me what to do next. So there might be a human fallback solution. So this is how interaction will look like. You might say at this point, this sounds very futuristic, but then again, assume how do you file your tax requests or your tax files today. You probably use an agent already. You print out the form, use your agent to fill in everything, send the printout form to the agency. The agency then will scan it again and also will use a digital agent to verify everything. So I would assume that 70% of all tax forms are done by artificial intelligence. So no talk is needed. The only difference between this situation and the situation I tried to sketch out for you was that today the agents don't communicate with each other. So you will have here how the functional architecture will look like. I probably access my digital agent via my mobile app, WhatsApp, whatever. Then I have some kind of private proxy layer where the identities are embedded, consent privacy manager, truth and safety guard, and the case tracking function would be provided. I can then add additional plugins, mainly in the area of civil society and political rights. So I can make my agent more capable and more supportive. And this agent then will communicate directly with the avatar from South African Public Services. And this avatar, of course, has all the access to the legacy government systems, case management, and all the records. So this is how this will work. The technology is already available today, so nothing new. Here you can see I asked artificial intelligence on how the South African public proxy should look like. And Grok, in this case, came up with this picture and this described all the trades and the functionalities and also the places where this public proxy should reside. So from the technological point of view, this is not a big issue. What is the next step? The next step would be that those digital agents become more complex and will take up more complex tasks, and they will evolve to become digital employees. If you're working in the area of marketing or office support, you can already download digital employees that are, and you can rent them for a specific task. They will get the task done, provided you give them access to your data. And if you don't need them any longer, then you can terminate the agreement. You don't have to pay any taxes, so it's much easier than hiring a real physical employee. So that is the next step, and we can already see the market for digital employees is evolving quite rapidly. What does that all mean for the public sector, and of course for the employment in the public sector? And I think that really depends on the context. So I've given you 2 examples. So Germany on the left side, Africa on the right side. In Germany, you have a very low population growth. So I think the current population growth is below 2. It's 1.32. So it's below reproduction rate. That is therefore the population is shrinking. So you have until 2030 almost 900,000 open positions in the public sector. Those will be reduced because you will probably use generative AI, digital agents for that. Still, progress seems to be very slow. And Africa on the next slide, you can see there seems to be a projected growth in digital services by 2040, which is quite significant. And you can already see ministries and public administration embarking on the question of digitization. So you have the media alert from Nigeria saying all 38 federal ministries were digitized by December, meaning that not so much the integration of digital agents, but more in the area of secure paperless electronic document management. And of course, there are lots of challenges in the area of infrastructure gaps, data sovereignty concerns, etc. How will it look like in more detail? So of course, digital agents will put jobs at risk at a significant rate. So the estimate is 92 million jobs worldwide will be cut because of the digital agents. However, interesting is that 64% of African workers and employees already use artificial intelligence. A hard to believe number, but it has been empirically put on the internet. So interesting number. It's higher than in Europe. And you can also see a growth in AI augmented jobs. That is jobs that are using AI in some sort to enhance their performance. And of course, you have, since a couple of years already, a decline in repetitive jobs, which can be automated very, very easily. What kind of skills will be needed in the public sector? I think what you need is very strong content and domain skills. So you have to know the processes, you have to know the cases, and this will give you a very good position, because then tools need to learn from you, or you can work on the exceptional cases which the digital agent cannot handle because it's very novel to the system. You probably also need some basic technological skills, basic digital literacy, data entry, simple hardware troubleshooting, things like that. And also you need to work with AI. So everything that having to do with AI oversight, error correction, basic prompt correction, things like that, that is very essential. And of course, you have the deep AI skills, which more and more is needed. So everything that inserts artificial intelligence into processes of the administration is a top skill which is needed right now. Of course, you also need to adapt language models. You need to train on safety and also on the operation of those systems and data governance. So these are very valuable skills which some people will probably try to build up. The big question is what happens to the rest of the population, which seems to be a bit left behind by this development. Although I mentioned that 60%, over 60% of the South African population already seems to work with artificial intelligence. I think we need to bear in mind that probably the economic sphere will look very different in a couple of years. Because of automation, because of digital agents and artificial intelligence. So maybe we have a new economy where you will, as a citizen, will produce lots of products and services at your home. You will use artificial intelligence to design products that you need in your house. You will use fab labs and 3D printers to print out those products which you can use. There have been already experiences in some townships using fab labs and 3D printers. You can, as a cooperative, buy those machines, those multi-machines and AI agents, and build your own kind of cooperative. You can power all those systems using solar energy. So the economy of the future very much looks like a decentralized place, and AI will help you producing lots of goods and maybe also services that you require at your community. So thank you very much for your attention, and looking forward to discuss any questions you might have in the upcoming live session. Thank you very much.
Yes, yes. So